I'm joined now by Sung-Yoon Lee. He's a professor of Korean studies at the Koo-Korea Foundation. Professor, are you surprised by what happened in Seoul?
Not at all. The voice of the people has been audible, thunders over the past 6 weeks or even longer, explicitly calling for President Park's resignation. So while President Park's offenses, her crimes and transgressions have been quite palpable, deeply felt by ordinary South Koreans, I'm not sure that President Park herself really hears the voice of the people. She's fighting it, and she may get away with it because, yes, she's been impeached, but that only means she is suspended right now while the country's constitutional court deliberates on whether the impeachment and being thrown out of office is final or not. And they have 6 months to do it.
So, Professor Lee, what happens during this 6 months? Will there be any kind of investigation, any kind of legal proceedings?
There is a special prosecution that is conducting an investigation into President Park's involvement in this growing scandal. The Constitutional Court itself will conduct its own investigation. So yes, there'll be a lot of reports written up, interviews conducted, and so forth. But at the end of the day, you only need 6 out of 9 judges to rule on this in favor of impeachment. If you don't get to that vote, then Park Geun-hye walks off scot-free, and that will lead to a tremendous political backlash. The people will be angry. The opposition party will enjoy a greater sway in the momentum, in the balance of power in its favor.
And if you had to guess, what would you say the decision of the Constitutional Court will come down to?
I think because President Park's approval rating is so low in the single digits, because public opinion is clear and loud on this issue, and because, the crux of the matter is Park Geun-hye has no plausible deniability. Her predecessors did more egregious things like massacring civilians, abducting political dissidents. So what she has done is, in terms of the degree of criminality, arguably less than what her predecessors have done. But we've had daily revelations over the past 6 weeks of her direct involvement in extortion, abuse of power. So even my dog ate my homework kind of argument, there's no room for it right now. And that's the problem for Park Geun-hye that she cannot overcome.
And she has denied wrongdoing, but she did admit she was careless as far as her relationship with her friend or confidant goes.
It's more than just careless. It's direct involvement. It's been revealed that President Park directly reached out to South Korea's biggest billionaires, owners of massive companies, global companies like Samsung, Hyundai, LG, and so on, and extorted them, told them to pay up to her confidence foundation. So her involvement is not just carelessness or a mistake. It is direct criminal involvement, extortion, abuse of power.
Correct. I was just saying what she's saying about it. Of course, I'm very well aware what the charges and the accusations are. Let's talk about the future of ROK and China relations along the Korean Peninsula. What will this mean in terms of that relationship?
Well, foreign policy, of course, is an extension of domestic policy, and the domestic situation, the chaotic scene, has direct foreign policy implications. First, North Korea will likely see this as an opportunity to advance its interests. If North Korea were to resort to a provocation like another nuclear test, you might think that the South Korean people may stand up, unite and stand up against North Korea. It doesn't work like that. South Korea is too rich. It does not want to escalate things with North Korea, so the opposition party leaders may, in gaining office next year, go back to the kind of generous engagement policy of the past. Also, the opposition leaders tend to be more pro-China than the pro-US, so it will change the dynamic in the politics of the region.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Professor Sung-Yoon Lee, thank you so much.